Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Onte, and welcome to the Alpha Talk podcast. I hope you guys are having a wonderful morning. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, or however you're watching this video right now. Um, you guys, we're on episode 52. I have no idea why I was going to say 40, but episode 52, guys, and I'm just here to bring you guys two topics for today's episode. And that's pretty much all I have for today's episode. And these two topics are topics that I have absolutely implemented in my life going forward with my life lately. But honestly, these are some topics that you guys definitely need to hear and definitely need to check out. But if you guys are watching right now, as of right now, I am dealing with a new job as well, and I'm actually transferring over to a new job here pretty soon. So, as you guys may know, I used to do my podcasts on Saturdays when I used to live in Dallas, and I used to do it at the studio Saturdays at 7 o'clock p.m. But I had to change it to Monday due to the fact of me working another job and doing all this extra stuff. But hopefully, I will be back on my Saturday grind here soon. But I will also let you guys know, just give you guys a heads up for all that extra stuff you guys need to know. But if you guys cannot already tell by the title about what we're going to get into for today's episode, but for today's episode, I want to talk about having patience and how patience is key. And a lot of us deal with rushing things in life, and I'm a very big character of dealing with things and rushing things, and not understanding that things take time and things take a lot of patience to get to it. I was always that type of guy who was, oh man, like I don't have enough money, or maybe if I just like do this, I can get that yeah, get rich quick scheme. But like in life, like you can't do that. In life, if you have going through trials and tribulations in your life, and like for a fact that maybe I used to sell weed, or maybe I used to do this, or maybe I used to do that. The fast life and the fast money is just not where it needs to be. That in the bottom of your heart, in the bottom of your mind, or the top of your mind, however you want to put it, that things in life is not going to happen like that. What I mean? Patience is how a lot of things come into play. Like I always say in my previous podcasts all the time, I am a guy who just cannot. I don't know what it is with me and time, but like time is just not my best friend. I'm always like sitting here stressing about time, and like I'm always want to like do things fast paced, or like I just want things to happen like that. But like it's the same thing with like me trying to pursue my entrepreneur life. There's a lot of people right now that are my age who I grew up with who are trying to pursue their entrepreneur life. And I don't know if you guys have dealt with the same thing. Maybe I'm just the only one, but I'm pretty sure you guys have. It came to a point in time in a moment where it's just like, dang, you know what I mean? Like, why am I putting in all this work and it's not coming where it needs to come? Like, why is it just not happening? But I think over time, a lot of us learn how to have patience, but a lot of us, we know that we need to have patience in something, but we are too stubborn to actually put patience into whatever it is that we need to put patience in. And that sucks because a lot of people don't want to be patient with themselves. A lot of people don't want to be patient with how they do things. A lot of people just they don't care, and I feel like personally, you need to have patience to do a lot of things in life, and patience is probably where they're going to get you to where you got to get to, and that's just reality of life. You can't just have things happen like that. Now, don't get me wrong, unless you just win the lottery or something like that, or maybe you just get lucky enough on a YouTube video, or maybe your podcast or something like just blows up off of that one episode, then yeah, cool. But for the rest of us, for the people out there who's actually grinding and grinding and grinding, my message to you guys is to keep it up and keep going. Because at the same time, I'm doing the same thing. And I have to keep reminding myself every single day that this stuff in life is going to come eventually. It might not come now, might not come 5 years from now. It's going to come eventually. It's just my job to make sure I keep consistent with whatever it is that I'm doing. Like I said before in my previous podcast, when I was talking about staying consistent and being humble, I basically talked about the fact of you being humbled and you staying consistent on whatever grind it is. Like if you know for a fact that you have a passion for something and you might have messed it up in the past, and I've learned something also. This is one thing I want to tell you guys also that I've learned. The past does not mean shit anymore. I know a lot of people, and myself, a lot of people deal with stuff that happened in the past. You cannot go back to the past. The past is what it is. So forget about the past. The reason why people have a lot of issues is because we have issues because we deal with the past, the present, and the future. Before we even wake up or before we even go to sleep, we're already doubting our future. Why would you do that? Why would you set your brain up or set your mind up to not be comfortable or not be prepared for the future or tomorrow? Like I said, like a lot of us have this self doubt, and a lot of us don't have patience to wait and take the time to wait for something just to blow up. A lot of us just don't, and that's just the reality of life. And I know a lot of social stuff have to do with all this, or maybe like a lot of people are stuck on their phone, or maybe technology has grown, and like you can say all that in the day, but like the way life is set up now is that a lot of us are so used to seeing social media. A lot of us are so used to seeing all this in person, or maybe all on our phone, and it's just like it sucks to see that because nobody wants to see them nobody wants to see like people who are our age and who are doing pretty much almost the same thing that we're doing, and it's something that just doesn't like fit right, you know what I mean? Like it's not comfortable seeing. Sorry guys, I'm over here trying to post my stuff and do all that wiffle ball bat, but like I was saying, just this life stuff is hard, and it takes time for people to realize that stuff. And just over time, man, having patience is the way to go, dog. Like it sucks to say it like that, but like it just happens. Like it doesn't matter whatever you are trying to do in life, guys, or whatever it is that you guys want to do in life, it's gonna take time. Like a lot of people that I know have always said that, oh well, the guys and stuff that you see on social media and all the extra stuff, they just get lucky. Like, yeah, some of them do get lucky, and some of them do. But like I was saying before I got distracted by my phone, the day and age of where we are right now, bro, it's so hard because we're so used to seeing all this stuff, and we feel like that. Oh, okay, well, if they're doing it, then I can do it too. Or it doesn't work like that. You aren't that same exact person as that. You're not that same person anymore. You are yourself, and you need to be yourself and understand that I'm gonna put in the work, time, effort, blood, sweat, and tears, and it's gonna take patience for me to get to where I gotta get to. And I also took a screenshot of the definition of patience so you guys can understand what patience means. A lot of people take patience for a different definition. The definition of patience means the capacity to accept or tolerate delay, trouble, or suffering without getting angry or upset. And that is a prime good definition of how you can explain patience. I get so freaking mad about a lot of things. I get so mad that I'm not doing the right views I'm supposed to be doing on YouTube for my podcast. I get so mad at the fact that like my dog did this or my cat's meowing because she's on her cycle. Like having patience towards things, especially having patience towards people, or maybe your business partner, or maybe a job or anything like that. Like a lot of people, if you are the type of person who don't have patience for anything or even tolerate what people are saying, I've learned over time that a lot of people aren't listeners. You need to be more of a listener than you're a talker. You need to listen in on how much information that you need to listen to. And a lot of people don't have the patience to even talk to somebody to learn. So how are you gonna not have the patience to talk to somebody, but you want to have the patience to be in a relationship or have the patience to be starting a business or do all this extra stuff, especially for the people who want to be in a relationships, or if you're a type of person who always gets heated about something, or you are just stressed out about something, that you should not be pursuing for a relationship right now. You shouldn't be that type of person who aren't capable of being comfortable with somebody else. Like that's just not, nobody else needs to deal with that. So basically what I'm trying to say is, man, having patience, man, is key to being part of your whole entire life. Everybody needs to have patience, and if you have not have patience, then you need to learn how to have patience. And I don't know, everybody's different. I'm different. Everybody else is different. You need to either learn how to have some more self care and have more being able to have patience with yourself, or maybe you need to go read a book and understand that it's going to take me about a good hour or so, maybe 20 minutes just to finish this book. You know what I mean? So that's just how you will learn patience over time. Being in a relationship and dealing with different adversities in life, you learn how to have patience with certain people and learn how to have patience with certain interactions in your life. But for the people who are dealing with like getting tired of people or getting annoyed with certain situations, maybe you just need to learn that you need to have patience and stop being ignorant with people and stop being ignorant with yourself. A lot of people are ignorant. I'm ignorant sometimes, but I know for a fact that I need to shut up and listen. or I know for a fact that I need to stop stressing myself out and understand this whole process of being an entrepreneur is going to take me some time. But patience is key. And if you're trying to be that person to help somebody have patience or help somebody talk it out or all that extra stuff, then yeah, you should do that. But understand that even though you are talking to somebody who's dealing with a lot of things, you yourself need to have patience with that person and understand that you need to just be that person is the first one to lean on. Give them time and give them patience to understand the situation. And a lot of people don't do that. And I'm here to say that a lot of people are trying to do all this life goal stuff and shoot their dreams for the stars and do all this stuff, but it's just like you can't do that if you don't have patience towards things. And I know it's like weird for me to say it like that, but it's just like, man, like I know a lot of people who, let's just like prime example, let's give it an example. Like, do you know someone or maybe yourself who has been in a situation where it's just like, dang, you don't know what to do. So much stuff is hitting you back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and just like you only have a certain amount of time to do this, or maybe you just have a certain amount of time to do that. Like da 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 da. Like all this life stuff is hitting you. Now, how long did it take you to understand that maybe I just need to calm down for a second, have a little bit of patience, and I'll figure it out. I always tell people that. I have friends that I've just met out here in Austin that's probably dealt with some stuff that watches my podcast and understands certain things about it. And one of them have always told me that I have patience. I was so stressed out within the time of me learning that I was dealing with so much life stuff that I didn't understand that like I need to think about the situation. Obviously you can't control the uncontrollable. I tell people that all the time. You cannot control the uncontrollable. You can try, but you can't control what you cannot control. Like you can't control what you cannot control. It's as simple as that. Like you just can't. It's impossible. It's not in your hands. You do not deal with the ball. You can't throw the ball up in the air for them for the free throw. Like you can't do anything right now. So it's just a standstill. So all you can do is have patience. Have patience with the person. Be patient with your girlfriend or whoever you're in a relationship with, and understand that this life stuff is hard. A lot of people deal with different things, and a lot of people stress out differently. But everybody needs to understand that patience is the way to go. Understand that I need to be quiet for a little bit and take in as much information as I can. Or maybe I just need to have patience in my business and understand it's going to take me some time. I'm not the biggest influencer in the world. I'm not the biggest entrepreneur in the world. I'm just a guy who's trying to make something for himself. And you need to understand that and understand that you are here and you're not here yet. In order for you to get here, you need to put in the work to get there. That's simple as that. And it's hard for me to understand that now because it's been hard, it's been stressful trying to do all this stuff, and I already knew that getting into this whole type of environment that I'm doing right now and changing my lifestyle for the better. And if you are in that situation where you need to just change your lifestyle, then you should definitely change your lifestyle. And there's a message that I have to say for all the men out there. I know lately that I've been looking at my stats lately on Anchor, and it's surprisingly I have a lot of women who listen to my podcast instead of men. don't don't ask me about the correlation or anything like that. I couldn't even tell you, but just know that, man, I have some stuff that I need to say to the men out there. So basically, all I have to say is for the men out there, man, is what I was talking about the how having patience is key. Is basically understanding and preparing yourself to be a man. And I don't know how to explain it. I couldn't put it into simpler words for you or anything like that, but like understanding that you need to be a man and handle your business as a man. Nobody else is going to tell you how to handle your business but you. It's as simple as that. I can't tell you on how to be a confident man. I can't tell you how to be a a good fiance or I can't tell you all that. I can't tell you that. But like I was saying before, with the whole patience is key. You need to have patience with yourself. If you know for a fact that you are not a confident man and you are a low level man, and I say low level because that's probably the best way I could put it so you guys can hear what I'm trying to say, and it's going to trigger something to you. So yes, you are a low level man. You need to be a very confident man and is confident about his relationship, his kids, or anything like that. And I can say a lot of things I'm going to say in this episode. And I'm not hating on anybody's hustle. I'm not hating on anything. You get your money by any means. But for the men out there who are trying to do all this scamming, selling weed or doing all that extra stuff, and you know for a fact that isn't going to bring you any happiness or bring you anything in life, you need to stop doing that. You need to have confidence. Get your ass up, take care of your children, do what you have to do as a man. Go get a job, go get some paper, go do what you want. It's going to take some time. Yeah, you might have a bumpy road, and you need to have patience with yourself and understand in order for me to be a confident man, in order for me to get my family back, in order for me to get my life back, in order for me to do this, I have to follow the steps as a man to get there. There's a lot of men out here who do not take care of their women. There's a lot of men out here who do not do anything for their woman. It could be the most simplest thing, maybe talk to her on the phone, maybe, I don't know, sending her a picture of yourself or rubbing her feet or whatever it is. It can be the most simplest thing as that. Don't be no fake ass man out here. Like I always say in my podcast, we need to have more leaders than we need to have more followers. We have more followers than we do have men. Now, shout out to the confident men out there. Shout out to the men out there who are handling their business. Shout out to the men out there who take care of their families. They take care of their business, do anything like that. But if you are a man or if you are a guy in the up and coming of being a man or a boy who's trying to be a man, and you are have been dealing with some stuff in your life and you just feel like things have not been changing or you feel like things have not been going the way that you have been going and it's just been a trickling effect for years and years and years, then look, bro, I'm here to tell you right now, I've been dealing with the same situation here for probably like a year ago before I even moved to Austin. I've been in Austin for 9 months now, and it's been extremely like mind blowing slash life changing for me because a lot of things I have made, a lot of things I've came to a realization about, a lot of things it just I've never seen before, and a lot of things just like, dang, understanding on why I chose to move here. And if you are in a guy that's in that process of just trying to fix his life, give yourself 8 months, bro. Give yourself 8 to 6 months. Maybe not 8 months, but give yourself 3 months, 6 months, or whatever it is to just keep your head down, stack your bread, and grind for whatever it is that you're doing. If you're trying to start a business or you already have a business, give yourself 6 months to 8 months and just be quiet. I'm not saying you don't have to be on social media. I'm not saying that you don't have to post anything. I'm not saying anything. But at the end of the day, you don't have to post. Maybe you do have to post here and there, but you don't have to do anything. You don't have to show nobody anything. Take your fitness serious, take your business serious, take your life serious, take you serious, and take your health serious, and just go on from there. I'm doing that now. I'm doing a whole 8 month challenge to get myself going, to get myself, coming. A lot of us now are older. A lot of us are maybe younger, but a lot of us are tired of the same non-consistent bullshit ass life that a lot of us live. A lot of us live a bullshit, unproductive ass life. And I'm being real on this podcast, in this episode, and I'm being 100% honest. A lot of us live a unproductive life. A lot of us don't do shit in our life that is going to make life better. A lot of us work our job, go home, sit on our ass. And then sometimes a lot of us go home, go to work, drink, be drunk the next day, be so confused, not knowing what the fuck to do, and then just things just falling apart. I'm an advocate to say that that's just bullshit, dog. Nobody should live like that. Nobody should be living a life that's unproductive. Everybody needs to have a productive life. It doesn't matter if you have to go outside for a minute and get some fucking vitamin D for your skin. It doesn't matter on what the fuck you're doing. It can go for men or women. But I specifically want to make this episode for the guys out there. A lot of men are not confident fucking men. A lot of men don't have a productive day. A lot of men don't have a productive fucking day. And I am a prime example of a guy who has not have productive days within my past couple years or months in my life. Like I promise you, I don't. But ever since I turned that switch on and understand that I'm 25 years old and I'm going to be 30 within the next 5 years. If I don't change it, then who else is going to change it for me? Nobody. Nobody. So if you're in a situation where you're just not listening to your goals, or if you're in a situation where you're just on the fucking derailing of off your track, then yes, today could be the day. Not no next week, maybe tomorrow or today. You can't go back tomorrow because tomorrow is what it is, and you can't go back and fix it. So move on. Give yourself time. Become a confident guy. Become the best beast that you can ever be. I'm doing the same exact challenge with you guys. So if you agree to do this challenge, it can be men, women, child. That doesn't not matter. Give yourself 8 months to 6 months. I highly suggest 6 to 8 months, not three, because I feel like three isn't really much, but 6 to 8 months to do what you gotta do to become the best version of yourself. Become a beast. Become an alpha. Become a wolf. Do what you have to do. As you can see, I have this wolf tatted on my hand for a reason, and you gotta live by it and die by it. Because at the end of the day, we're all gonna die. But how are you gonna live your life and live your legacy is all up to you at the end of the day. That's all I have to say for you guys. Be a confident woman and be a confident man. That's it. Take care of your business, take care of your family. Do what you got to do. If you know for a fact that you have been doing toxic things in your life, you have not been doing what you have to do at the end of the night or in the morning or in the day, then you should change that. If you know for a fact that you've been lying a lot, maybe not talk to the Lord Himself or whatever you guys believe in, then you need to change that. Be more respectful. Be respectful of yourself and understand that you are a human being and it's going to take you time and take you patience to get to where you got to get to be the best version of you. Or if you are already at the best version of you, salute to you and congratulations. Now is your time to motivate others to do the best version of themselves and become the best human being that they can for everybody and do what you have to do for every single body out here. So at the end of the day, man, this entire episode was basically me discussing on how to have patience, dog, and how to become a confident person. It could be a man or a woman, but specifically for my guys out there. And I want one of these days, I'm gonna give me a woman or a girl who on this podcast, man, and we're gonna spit and just talk about some things because I want to hear a woman's side of the story on how she feels about a low level man or a non confident man. Then we're gonna do an episode when we get a confident woman and confident man and just have a full blown conversation about every single thing. So it's as simple as that, man. And I will sit here and keep going and going and going. And honestly, it's just been something that's been bothering me for so long now. And I feel like I just needed to discuss this with people, man. And I feel like a lot of this stuff is not discussed. A lot of this stuff isn't discussed. A lot of people don't have patience and there aren't confident people out there. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman or it doesn't matter what you are. A lot of people are not confident. We have these little phones now in our phone in our hand and it's hard for us to focus on things. It's hard for us to focus on yourself. I think this couple past months I've learned on how I've actually learned on what self-care truly what means, what self-care actually means. Um and being by yourself. A lot of people have FOMO problems and I don't know if you know what that means, but look it up. It's simple. A lot of people just can't be by themselves. And I finally learned on what self care means, and a lot of people have learning what self care means too, and that's wonderful. I feel like everybody needs time to work on themselves and be patient with themselves and learn that in order for you to better yourself, you just have to be alone sometimes. And it sucks to say that, and a lot of people aren't gonna take in the advice or comprehend on what you're saying. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter as long as you told them and they heard what you said. Maybe their life will change around the corner as well. Maybe their life will be better. Hopefully, just gotta put them in your prayers and do what you gotta do. At the end of the day, so at the end of the day, all I'm trying to say, guys, is if you are in a situation in life where you're just not doing good, man, worry about yourself and take care of your duties, bro, and take care of yourself. If you are in a shit show hole right now with your life, today or tomorrow is the time to fix it. If you're not in a good relationship, fix it. If you can't fix it, move on respectfully. Don't no hard feelings, no disrespect, no toxicness. Just move on respectfully and let that other person know and move on respectfully. If you are trying to pursue a relationship, fix yourself first before you can get into a relationship. You know what I mean? Or if you're trying to start a new business, get yourself together, get your mind right. Stop masturbating, do all that stuff. That stuff matters, dog. For the men out there, just do what you gotta do, dog, for everybody. I love you guys so much, and I'm always going to be here to provide this type of message for you guys. Um, I've been slacking so hard right now with the podcast stuff, so I apologize for every single body out there. But this podcast will be uploaded tomorrow. Gosh, I can't speak. Also, a new vlog is being uploaded tomorrow as well. So I really want to say I appreciate every single body right now who has watched the podcast from day one. If you haven't watched from day one, I appreciate you for watching any of my podcasts or even listening to any of my podcasts. I love you so much. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. If you are a YouTube person or anything like that, I will leave the description down below on how you can check out my vlogs because I will be dropping a new vlog tomorrow. So make sure you stay tuned for that. And this is episode 52, baby. When we get to episode 100, I have a special guest coming for episode 100, and it's already been planned since episode one. And Some of you know, some of you don't know, but we're almost to episode 100, and I just want to give myself a good pat on the back because I've came so far, and doing this shit by yourself is very stressful. And whew, man, it's been a tough road, man. So I appreciate everybody that enjoys me, that actually leaves a comment on my fucking YouTube videos, that actually subscribes to my YouTube videos. I appreciate every single one of you. This is just gonna get better and better and better down the road. But it's your boy Ante. I'll see you guys in episode 53 next week on Monday, 7 o'clock. No bullshit. 7 o'clock on Monday. I'll see you guys then. Love you guys. Peace. Make sure you hit that link and check the video out.